40 years ago today, just outside of Philadelphia, Mississippi, Ronald Reagan gave a speech promoting states' rights. I spoke with historian and native Mississippian Dr. Lawrence T. Potter to ask, in this culture of race and political awareness, where things stand today.
So my name is Lawrence Potter, and I serve as the Chief Academic Officer and Provost at the University of the District of Columbia in Washington, D.C.
Dr. Potter, a native Mississippian, has written extensively on the topics of diversity and race.
That there are people who are not Black and brown who really find alignment in purpose, human purpose, humanity.
I asked him to talk about the historical significance of President Reagan's August 3rd, 1980 states' rights speech and why it matters today.
And so for Reagan to choose the Neshoba County Fair to deliver his kind of presidency kickoff really felt for many people to be insensitive. And although he talks about states' rights, I think timing and all of those things are very applicable to where we are when we look at our current situation in 2020.
In 1964, three activists, Michael Schwerner, Andrew Goodman, two white students from New York, and James Chaney, a local Black man, were abducted and murdered in Philadelphia, Mississippi, while working to register Blacks to vote.
I believe in states' rights. I believe in people doing as much as they can for themselves at the community level and the private level. And I believe that we've distorted the balance of our government today by giving powers that were never intended in the Constitution to that federal establishment.
Is that the more things change, the more they stay the same.
Critics, like Dr. Potter, argue that Reagan's speech was more than an attempt to win Southern voters. It was evidence of racial bias.
While it suggests that it was trying to be sensitive to the needs of individuals and states, the reality is that the states' rights speech created more distortion and an imbalance in government.
Dr. Potter, do you still have hope?
I do have hope, although it is caustic hope. Black and brown people are still fighting for civil rights. That right is not fully engaged. Otherwise, we would not be having movements like the BLM movement. We are not fully engendered in this country. And so that has not changed. And it will really, really, really take a coalition of differences of opinions, races, orientations, and faith traditions, quite frankly, and generationals to move the needle if we truly want to be the change we imagine.
A true promise of our nation's pledge, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'm Nick Smith, reporting.